Hi everybody, welcome back. This is Unit 8, Lesson 7. And I just have a little summary chart here in your notes to summarize the three mathematical relationships that we have learned about with regard to the mole. So if you would write the words that you see in the boxes, okay, the center box has to be the mole. The bottom box you can put molecules or atoms. The left hand, upper left, you put mass. And the upper right, you have volume. And what this will serve to do is just kind of serve as a visual so that we can map those relationships here. Remember, whenever you're going from moles, you multiply. So any of the arrows that are pointing away from moles, you're going to put the multiplication sign. Like this one, or this one, or this one. Okay? When you're going toward moles, you divide. So any arrow that's pointing towards moles, you'll put a division sign. Okay? And what you multiply or divide by depends on who you're converting between. So if it's the mole and volume, since 1 mole equals 22.4 liters, now remember the volume is of a gas, so you have to have a gas, and that gas is at STP, okay? So when you're going between moles and volume, the magic number is 22.4. Given volume, you're going toward moles, you'll divide by 22.4. Given moles, going from moles, you'll multiply by 22.4, okay? With mass, there is no magic number. It depends on your substance. So if you're going from moles, you'll multiply by the formula mass of your substance. If you're going toward moles, you'll divide by the formula mass of your substance, because the relationship that we learned is 1 mole equals formula mass. And then finally, our first relationship that we learned was the mole and molecule. And we learned that 1 mole of any substance always contains 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd molecules. So if you're going from moles, you multiply by that number. From moles, you multiply by that number. And if you're going toward moles, you divide by that number. Remember, if you're dividing, then you must keep all your numbers in parentheses unless you decide to use that EE button that we talked about. So we've done calculations where you're given molecules, ask for moles, given moles, ask for molecules. We've done calculations with mass and mole, and we've done calculations with volume and mole. Where we're headed now is that they're going to give us something like volume and ask us for mass, or give us mass and ask us for molecules. So we call these two-step problems because, as you can see on our roadmap, there's no direct path here between the mass and volume. You have to go to the mole first and then to volume, right? You have to go here and then there. So where we're headed with this are these two-step problems. And in two-step problems, you can easily recognize two-step problems because you are not given nor are you asked moles. The word mole is nowhere to be found. But it's always the same 2 steps, kind of like a dance when it's a 2-step problem. In the first step, you're going to take what's given and convert it to moles. Since you're going toward moles in the first step, you're always performing division. In the second step, you're going to take the moles that you found and convert it to what they ask you for. And since you're always going from moles in the second step is always multiplication. Okay? So for example, what is the mass of 3.62 times 10 to the 24th molecules of methanol? We are given molecules. And they are asking us for mass. Okay, so notice the word mole is nowhere to be found, so it's 2 steps. Now, if you have this little map in front of you, it's fairly easy. start with what you're given. So we are given molecules. So we are here, right now, there you are, in the molecule store. And they want us to go here. They want us to go to mass. So follow the arrows to get there, right? First thing you're going to do is go toward moles and divide by 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd. So let's just write that down. We're going to take our number, 3.62 times 10 to the 24th. Again, since we're dividing, we got to have those parentheses. And divide by 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd. And that'll give us some number of moles, and we'll be in the mole store in that situation. So if we divide those, again, I like to use the EE button so that I don't need the parentheses. You come up with 6.01. We'll just go 3 sigmas. Okay. The problem is they didn't want us to stop in the mole store. They wanted us to continue on to the mass store. So again, going to that roadmap, now here we are. We've moved this far, we're in the mole store. They want us to find mass. So then we're going to multiply by the formula mass of this substance. So now we'll multiply by formula mass. Your first step will always be division. Your second step will always be multiplication. So there's step 1 and there's step 2. And the formula mass of methanol is carbon is 12, and there's 3 hydrogens, and each hydrogen's 1, and oxygen 16, and then there's another hydrogen there that's 1. So if you add those up, you get 32. So you're going to take 6.01 times, I'll just erase this, 32. Okay? And again, 32 is your formula mass. And you get your answer, which is 192 grams. Okay? But you have to do 2 steps because they don't give you moles or ask you for moles. I'll do one more example here with you. In example number 2, you are given, find the number, 16 grams. And they are asking you for volume. Now notice, we have oxygen gas at STP, so we can use our volume relationship. Also notice what word is missing. They did not give you moles, they did not ask you moles. So it's a 2-step problem. Okay? So we're going to start in the store that we're given information on, which at this time is grams. So this time we're starting here. We are here. They want us to be here. That's what they want. Okay, there's no direct path, right? You got to follow the people movers, and there's no people mover between the mass store and the volume store. So the first thing you're going to do is go toward moles and divide by the formula mass, and then the second thing you will do is go from moles and multiply by 22.4. So we're going to go toward moles first. I keep doing it, thinking it's on another page. We're going to take the 16 grams and go toward moles and divide by the formula mass. Again, we're going from grams to moles, so we care about formula mass. That's step 1, and that'll give us our number of moles. So I need the formula mass of O2, which is 32. Okay? So we're going to take 16 and divide it by 32, which is going to give us 0.5 moles. Now we're in the mole store. Again, go back to your little chart. It's kind of helpful. Here we are in the mole store. How can we get to volume? You take this people mover, and that people mover tells you you have to multiply. You're going from moles. You have to multiply by 22.4. So we're going to take our 0.5 moles and multiply by 22.4. So that should give you 11.2 liters as your volume. Okay? Why don't you try example number 3, please, for class tomorrow. So you do this one. Let's see how far you can get with that one. And I don't want to hear excuses tomorrow that I didn't have a calculator. Use your cell phone, look it up on the internet. There's all types of online calculators. Come see me during roll call and borrow one of mine if that's what it takes. Okay? So try example number 3 yourself, and we'll see you tomorrow, everybody, and it'll be Friday already. Have a great day. Bye-bye.